Here at Wally Life, we are all about sustainability. And when we heard about a shop in Holly that focuses on everything sustainable, we had to check it out. Flipped Furniture and Home is owned and operated by Andrea Rose and features sustainable products and home decor. She reimagines furniture that people were considering throwing out into beautiful pieces that add to the decor of any home.
Talk to me about this amazing space, because I walked in and was kind of blown away. Like, wow.
Oh, that's so
really,
nice.
really cool home, kind of unique.
Originally, the idea was to be able to offer painted furniture and refinished, reimagined furniture that I just love to do. So, and that has kind of morphed into this complete home store. So we mainly focus on small makers. We try to highlight female makers that from all over the country. So we try to keep it in the United States. There's some really beautiful things from Europe, from India as well, but primarily small female makers. So you are going to find the most unique things here, definitely.
So looking around, I'm seeing so many amazing pieces, but I'm also seeing some like really well crafted, like reimagined furniture. I love that word, reimagined.
I think that's exactly what it is, because a lot of time, initially I didn't anticipate how much people would want me to do this for them. So I started and I was just presenting these pieces, and then everyone was coming in saying, you know, I have this buffet just like this that my grandmother left me, but it's in my basement because it doesn't fit in with the rest of my home. Can you make it look like this? And I would say, yeah, absolutely, I can do whatever you want. So that part of the business grew immediately. And so we're able to give a modern feel to pieces that otherwise would go unused. And that's what I think is the best part about this, because you have the sentimentality of being able to say that's grandma's buffet, but it fits in your home now. Typically pieces come to me in disrepair, whether they've been neglected just from not being used or from where they've been placed. So we do fix everything before we reimagine it. We are doing all that work behind the scenes, the things that you don't necessarily see when you see the piece. It's tightened up, it's beautiful, and it's refreshed.
Details matter. I love that slogan.
Thank you.
Because it's true. Like the fine details in crafting a home. I said crafting, but it's not crafting. It is her word of reimagining and taking something that might not necessarily be old, but it still needs a little bit of uplift, and that I love. Like,
absolutely.
We can all use a little reimagining.
That is very true.
The custom work, the custom happiness that you bring to people.
Aww.
I mean, I think that's pretty cool. You're taking something that was totally sentimental, and then turning it and that they may not have ever been able to use,
right,
and modernizing it. I mean, y'all, you never know. You open a hutch and you might end up in Narnia. So,
well, I will tell you, very often people's childhood memories are tied to certain pieces of furniture that their relatives had, their grandmother had. When it becomes theirs, they really, really are so excited about making it a part of their own home. The look on people's faces when they see the pieces for the first time is really exciting.
that is cool.
That's probably the most rewarding part of this for me.
Not only does Flipped Furniture and Home reimagine individual pieces of furniture, but they can do an entire bathroom, kitchen, or any room in your home. Typically, the cost to redo the kitchen or bathroom is about 10% of the cost to replace all of the cabinets.
So the bulk of the work is probably furniture, but we also have something that's right alongside it. We do a kitchen every single week where we paint kitchen cabinets. Most kitchens are done in 5 days, so we work exclusively on that when we're doing them. It's really nice to be able to brighten up, lighten up the heart of the home for people. For kitchens, prep is everything, and that's where I think people may have a prior idea of painting kitchen cabinets and it didn't last or whatever, but in this case it will absolutely last. This will be the last time you have to do it. So I always tell people, choose your color carefully. You're gonna have it for a long time. The reaction and the joy that it brings to people without having to gut their entire kitchen is really an amazing thing to be a part of, and I really love that aspect of it. The before and after is my favorite thing. I love to post those for people just to see what's possible. So to be able to incorporate that into the business and have that be a part of it and a part of our success has been really exciting.
The store itself is stocked with reimagined furniture, sustainable products, and items from renewable resources. All of the items come from small, women-owned or run companies or makers from all over the United States. A large portion of the inventory is created right here in the Pocono Mountains.
I think the entire concept of the store is sustainable. The idea that we're not putting all this furniture into a landfill. It's really anything home related. So you will see we have an entire area for sustainable cleaning products. The philosophy of this company is that everything should be reusable and or compostable and should not contribute to any toxicity in your home. So every single thing is a replacement for something that comes in a big plastic jug. And they've really just elevated everything. But the best part about this is that it really works. We have an entire section of the shop that's dedicated to charcuterie and all things charcuterie.
For those of you who don't know how to charcute, that's a new word. Yes, I said that. We have a cheat sheet here. So it's basically taking everything, laying it out, and then you get this picture at the end to show you exactly what your charcuterie board will end up looking like. This is pretty cool.
It's kind of exploding into this huge thing, and antipasto, nosh, or whatever you want to call it, but we have everything you need for that. And I think it's becoming a more casual way of entertaining, and people are really finding everything that they need here for that.
Cheese board, y'all.
Cheese board. And once again, I did not anticipate how huge it would be, but people are really loving it. You know, a lot of the charcuterie comes from small makers who are carving these boards and doing some really beautiful things. One local maker is actually 21 years old, and she is absolutely amazing. She started a business with her mother called Slate Plate. They've been on GMA twice, highlighting a young entrepreneur. These slates are amazing because they can be heated, they can be cooled, it can be used as a warming tray or to keep your cheeses cold and different things like that. But also they go in the dishwasher, they can be written on with a soapstone that accompanies it. But I think it's just the idea for me of supporting a young entrepreneur. I also have a lot of decor from local people. Yeah, those are a local maker. Those signs are a local maker. Yeah, there's a lot of local things in here. So if you don't know about these, each one of these is said to replace 17 rolls of paper towels. And they're cute. So they last forever. You can clean them by just throwing them in the dishwasher. And they come back to life immediately.
If you would like to check out Flipped Furniture at Home for yourself and pick up some sustainable products that you can feel good about buying, or discuss ideas to reimagine a piece of furniture or a room in your home, then stop by and see Andrea.
We're at 216 Wellwood Avenue in Hawley, which is right on Route 6 between Gorgeous Floral and the Silk Mill. It's 570-390-7899. Online, flippedfurniture.com, and Facebook and Instagram at Flipped Furniture and Home.